The Broadway national tour of Miss Saigon is here in San Diego this week.
And this is an extra special stop for the cast. The actors, crew, and orchestra members were all invited to take a step back in time to those final days of the Vietnam War on board the USS Midway Museum. Our Marcella Lee has an exclusive look at their tour and explores the deep connection to the musical.
It was an emotional tour on board the USS Midway Museum. Cast members of Miss Saigon had an opportunity to see an actual Huey here on the flight deck of the aircraft carrier, the very flight deck where refugees from the Vietnam War found freedom.
Midway was one of a couple of carriers that were involved actively in the evacuation of Saigon. So we're just going to see a couple of highlights that are really relevant to what you guys represent in your professional lives here.
The cast of the Broadway national tour of Miss Saigon took a journey to the past, to those final days of the Vietnam War portrayed in their musical production.
It's so cool to be here and feel, the history and learn all about the history of this ship.
Emily Bautista and Anthony Festa play Kim and Chris, their wartime love story broken when Chris, an American soldier, must evacuate Vietnam by helicopter, unable to locate Kim in the crowd.
We have a replica of this in our show, and I literally am leaning out of it, screaming, looking through her and all the Vietnamese in desperation to just get out of Vietnam in any way that they can, and I can't find her.
In 1975, many refugees did escape on U.S. and Vietnamese helicopters, which landed here on the Midway during Operation Frequent Wind.
Right here is where helicopters were being landed. People were being transferred to other helicopters just feet from where we're standing right now back in '75. That's the Huey, you know all about it.
Carl Zingheim, the museum's historian, says the flight deck got so crowded, perfectly good aircraft were pushed off to make room for more people looking for freedom.
She's getting so emotional just because that's what America represents to her.
Cast member and San Diego native Jackie Wynn brought her mom on the tour. Min remembers those difficult days in her home country.
I just thinking about all my Vietnamese people in this land, and now I stand here with them.
Walking in the footsteps of the refugees, bringing deep perspective and hope for a better future for all.
This is the way the show should go. Come on! Get in! End. Show's over.
San Diego, a significant and historical stop for these cast members.